Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Mohon izin memperkenalkan diri. Nama saya Andes Van Gumai, dosen tetap program studi permesinan kapal Politeknik Pelayaran Banten. Pada kesempatan ini, saya ingin menyampaikan terkait mata kuliah yang saya ampu yang sesuai dengan bidang keahlian saya, yaitu mata kuliah Bahasa Inggris Maritim 1. Mata kuliah ini ditujukan untuk kadet mahasiswa program studi permesinan kapal semester 3 dengan kode mata kuliah PK33022 berbobot 2 SKS sebagai pernyataan diri dosen dalam unjuk kerja Tridharma Perguruan Tinggi dalam bidang pendidikan dan pengajaran. Mata kuliah ini merupakan mata kuliah wajib dan diselenggarakan dalam 16 kali pertemuan dengan rincian 14 kali pertemuan materi dan 2 kali pertemuan untuk ujian tengah semester dan ujian akhir semester. Mata kuliah ini membahas terkait konsep praktis terhadap komunikasi yang efektif yang mungkin terjadi di atas kapal. Tidak hanya itu, mata kuliah ini juga akan membahas terkait bagaimana peran Standard Marine Communication Practice atau disingkat SMCP dalam melakukan komunikasi di atas kapal baik secara lisan maupun secara tertulis. Pada akhir mata kuliah ini, kadet mahasiswa diharapkan mampu menguasai SMCP yang digunakan untuk berkomunikasi di atas kapal, baik secara lisan maupun secara tertulis. Capaian pembelajaran ini atau CPMK yang diharapkan kadet mahasiswa mampu menguasai standar Marine Communication Practice yang digunakan untuk berkomunikasi di atas kapal secara lisan maupun secara tertulis. Terdapat 11 sub CPMK dari mata kuliah ini, yaitu pertama, kadet mahasiswa mampu bertanya atau meminta dan memberikan data pribadi dalam bahasa Inggris. Yang kedua, kadet mahasiswa mampu menjelaskan tugas dan rutinitas kru di atas kapal. Yang ketiga, kadet mahasiswa mampu menyebutkan dan menjelaskan jenis-jenis kapal. Yang keempat, kadet mahasiswa mampu menjelaskan tempat-tempat atau bagian-bagian di atas kapal. Yang kelima, kadet mahasiswa mampu mengidentifikasi tempat-tempat penyimpanan alat keselamatan dan menjelaskan fungsi alat-alat keselamatan. Yang keenam, kadet mahasiswa mampu mempraktekkan aba-aba kemudi. Yang ketujuh, kadet mahasiswa mampu menjelaskan tentang rute pelayaran dan letak geografis. Yang kedelapan, kadet mahasiswa mampu mengidentifikasikan arah. Yang kesembilan, kadet mahasiswa mampu menjelaskan pekerjaan-pekerjaan yang dilakukan bersama tim di atas kapal. Yang kesepuluh, kadet mahasiswa mampu menjelaskan kegiatan rutin di atas kapal, dinas jaga, dan aba-aba mesin. Serta yang terakhir, yang ke-11, kadet mahasiswa mampu memesan makanan dan melaporkan kerusakan makanan di atas kapal. Dalam proses perkuliahan, saya menggunakan pendekatan komunikatif di mana proses pembelajaran berfokus pada pengembangan kemampuan mahasiswa untuk berkomunikasi secara efektif dalam bahasa yang dipelajari, baik secara lisan maupun tulisan. Pendekatan ini menekankan penggunaan bahasa dalam konteks nyata dan tujuan komunikatif, bukan hanya pada penguasaan struktur bahasa secara teoritis. Materi yang saya sampaikan didukung oleh beberapa media pembelajaran berupa video, rekaman voice, dan bahan presentasi seperti PowerPoint atau jenis file lainnya. Pembelajaran dilaksanakan tidak hanya di ruang kelas, tetapi juga dilakukan di radio simulator, bridge and engine simulator, serta juga laboratorium bahasa. Hal ini dilakukan untuk memberikan pengalaman belajar langsung bagi mahasiswa sedekat mungkin dengan kondisi yang akan mereka hadapi nanti di dunia kerja. Metode pembelajaran yang digunakan adalah DIA, di mana kelas diawali dengan penyampaian materi atau delivery, dilanjutkan dengan interaction yang melibatkan komunikasi dua arah antara dosen dan mahasiswa maupun mahasiswa dan mahasiswa berupa diskusi, tanya jawab, kolaborasi, dan refleksi bersama. Dan di akhir sesi akan diberikan assessment untuk mengukur sejauh mana tingkat pemahaman mahasiswa terhadap materi yang sudah diberikan. Asesmen ataupun sistem penilaian yang saya lakukan di dalam mata kuliah ini mencakup asesmen formatif untuk penilaian proses yang dilakukan melalui kuis, tugas individu, ataupun tugas kelompok, serta penilaian sikap keterampilan sesuai dengan RPS. Selanjutnya, asesmen sumatif untuk penilaian akhir berupa ujian tengah semester dan ujian akhir semester. Referensi yang saya gunakan dalam mata kuliah ini adalah buku referensi karya saya sendiri dan juga buku referensi yang direkomendasikan oleh lembaga internasional, International Maritime Organization, yang mengatur semua aktivitas di dunia pelayaran. Selain itu, saya juga menggunakan beberapa artikel jurnal bereputasi yang memiliki nilai kebaharuan agar kadet mahasiswa mampu mengikuti perkembangan ilmu pengetahuan teknologi di masa kini. Berikut adalah video proses pembelajaran pada mata kuliah Bahasa Inggris Maritim 1 dengan materi pada pertemuan pertama, yakni meminta dan memberikan data pribadi dalam bahasa Inggris. Mari kita simak. Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, class. Morning. How are you today? Alhamdulillah. Okay, because this is our first meeting, I'd like to introduce myself first. My name is Andes Van Gumay and I am your lecturer in this subject. So, what our subject today? Okay, English. But exactly is maritime English. What are the difference between maritime English and common English? Okay. That's right. Okay. The common English is a language, right? Language, a tool of communications. So maritime English is a tool of communications that happen in maritime activity. So all our communication activity, that action doing in the maritime activity, we call it maritime English. So the difference between English and common English and maritime English just to the specific purposes. So maritime English, it's kind of English for specific purposes. Okay, before we jump over to our material, I'd like to tell you a little about the plan of our learning study. The CPMK is you have to acquire about SMCP that we'll use in communications on board, orally and written. So the goal of this subject is you have to comprehend the SMCP, Standard Marine Communication Practice, that we are going to use in activity and communication activity on board. There are 11 of skills that you have to acquire from 1 until 11. From 1 until 11. So in these meetings, we are goes to first skills, that is are able to ask and give personal data or personal informations. Okay, asking and giving personal informations. Okay, there is a barcode here. You can access all our material and all our books in this barcode. Okay, you may scan it first. Okay, what is personal information? Anyone can answer my questions? There are two words, personal and informations. What is personal and what is information? And then we can combine the meaning of personal informations. Okay, good. Informations, it's belong to data, and personal is person. Person is mean individual. So In general, we can conclude that personal information is data are belong to a personal individual. So every data that represent a personal, we call it personal information. First is essential for daily communications. It's very basic that introducing and giving and asking personal information is a common in daily communications. Every day you can face with these activities, telling and giving our personal information. The second one is build connections in social, educational, and professional settings. So by telling our personal data or personal information, it means that we are also build a connection in social activities. So by telling our information, we spread our information also to the others, to the social world, to the social or educational and professional setting. What we'll cover? So what we are going to talking about in this slide. First, it's common questions to ask about personal information, and then polite ways to answer the questions about personal information, and then tips for clarity and safety in giving or asking personal information. Okay, who is this for who? This one for first, anyone's looking to improve their communications. You as a candidate of a severer, it's one of this person also. Anyone looking to improve communication, you have to improve your communication skill. The second one is students, professionals, and travelers. Students, professionals, or travelers also need to acquire this skill. Okay, now common questions that mostly delivered to asking or giving our personal information. The first one is name or age. Name is represent about yourself, how you can label yourself. The age is how long you have been born. Location it could be where you live before, where you work before, where you school before. It could be a locations. Where you live, where are you from, and where you work, where you school. This information about location. Next, languages. Languages is mean what language you are able to speak. What language you are able to speak. And then the last is contact. What is your phone number or what is your email address? So how about giving your informations? Full sentence, for example, use my name is. So my name is Andes Pangumai and I am 25 years old. It shows that our age. The first step is tell your name and then your age. My name is Andes Pangumai and I am 20 years old for completeness. But in the short form, you may use this. So sometimes you use I am 25. I am 25. It's perfectly acceptable. It's also good for common, not a formal conditions of doing this activity of communications. Clarity is key. So in this step, the clarity is key because you're telling your personal information. The clarity is it show you that the information is clearly accepted by the listener. Speak clearly and politely to ensure the understanding. So to ensure the listener is understand what you talk about. Practice common phrases and vocabulary for smooth interaction. So do much practice is better to you to improve your communication skill, especially in doing, asking and giving your personal information. Okay, now spelling number. Spelling number, spelling names, and saying numbers. Spelling names, crucial for clarity, especially with unfamiliar names or surnames. Use alphabet letters. My surname is Smith, and you have to spell what Smith is. Okay, you are going to see people from the other country that have difficult name or unfamiliar name. So the spelling alphabet is very important, you know. Okay. In our maritime world, we have our special spelling. Difference to the general activities inland. So what our special? Have you ever see about our special spelling? Okay, here it is our special spelling. I to, you say A for Alpha, B for Bravo, C for Charlie, D for Delta, E for Echo, F for Foxtrot, G Golf, H Hotel, E India, G Juliet, K Kilo, L Lima, M Mike, N November, O Oscar, P Papa, Q Quebec, R Romeo, S Sierra, T Tango, U Uniform, V Victor, W Whiskey, X X-ray, and Y, and the last Z Zulu. Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta Echo Foxtrot Golf Hotel India Juliet Kilo 5 Mike November Oscar Papa Quebec Romeo Sierra Tango Uniform Victor Whiskey X-ray Yankee and Zulu. You have to remember this spelling ways because this will be used all over your lifetime in maritime sector. Okay, how about number? We also have different spelling of number. Zero, we call it nada zero. One, Yuna one. Second, two, Biso two. Three, Terra three. Four, Cart four. Five, Panta five. Six, Soxy six. Seven, Set seven. Eight, Octo eight. Nine, Nova nine. The other spelling is about full stop. What is full stop? Full stop. Full stop. Okay. Decimal point. Decimal point. Full stop and decimal point. Okay. Full stop. Stop. Decimal point. Decimal. 1, 2, decimal 0, 7. So we call it Una 1 Biso 2 decimal nada 0 set 7. Okay? Okay, I'll give you later. You can find it in the barcode I give you at the first slide. Okay? Privacy and safety. Okay, we have to divide the informations as privacy for us and to make sure that our safety. Remember, in digitalization era, safety in digital activities are very important. So you have to keep secret about your privacy. What is privacy that you have to keep and not tell to others? Such like password, okay, email password, account password, every password, banking account password. It's very important not to tell to others. Okay, the others informations that privacy is your parents' name. Sometimes about salary is not need. Okay, your family background also when you in working place is don't need your family background, but educational background, working background, it's common to asking in working activities. Protecting your information, share with trust. Okay, you may share, but you have to trust it. Only share personal info with a trusted individual or platform. Avoid strangers online. Okay, I believe that all the youngest must be online, do the activities online. But remember, you have to avoid strangers online, especially when you giving sensitive details. So you don't have to give your sensitive details to your friends, to your online friends. Be cautious about giving sensitive details to unknown contacts or websites. Confidentiality. Keep password and private data secure and confidential. Keep it confidentiality. Understand the why. You have to asking why when someone asks you about your personal information. Why? Why he asks me about this information? If he's captain, he don't need to ask me about my family. It is my privacy. Always asking why. Always understand why your personal information is being requested. Let's do practice. Okay, can you read the sentence?
Unit 1, Exercise 1.
Good morning. Welcome on board. Do you have your seaman's book and passport? What is your family name? What is your date of birth? Do you have children? What is your seaman's book number?
Okay, there are 6 sentences. The first sentence is, good morning, welcome on board. It seems that someone's firstly come to the vessel, to the ship. Do you have your seaman's book and passport? They're asking about your seaman's book. How about seaman's book? Have you already have a seaman's book? Not yet, okay. You will get a seaman's book when you are going to practice on vessel. How about passport? Still, you will get these 2 books in packet when you are going to do practice on board. The third sentence, what is your family name? Okay, I already tell you about information about family are not important, but why they ask about your family names? Okay, in some culture, in other country culture, in some culture, family name are being part of your name. So when they ask about family name, it means they ask about your name also. Like me, Andes Pan Gumay. Gumay is my family name. My brother and sister also have Gumay in their name. So when you ask about your family name, it means that you ask about your name. The fourth, what is your date of birth? It's asking about your date. Your born date. It means that they ask about your age also. Do you have children? Is it needed? Actually, it's not very important, but sometimes it's useful when captain asking you. So captain can spare time, give you time to contact your family if you have children. If you don't have children, it means that you can do working every time. You can work at morning, Also at night is no problem because you do not have family. But if you have family, captain have to think about your family also. What is your Siemens book number? Siemens book number that identify your Siemens book. You can get it after you get your first Siemens book. Okay? Okay, Sapi, can you read loudly the first sentence and the second sentence? Okay, good. Sunu?
Yes, sir.
Third and fourth sentence.
What is your family name? And what is your date of birth?
Okay, good. Okay, everybody. Number 5. Do you have children? Number 6. What is your Okay. Okay, I hope you can read again. Can you see the content of this content of material in this barcode? There are many good information. There are many good PowerPoint and good books you can also access in this link. You can scan it, and I'll give you the print of the barcode to you so you can scan it in the dormitory. Okay, I think that's all for today. I hope you can read about our material and trying to practice using to asking and giving your personal information in the dormitory. I hope what are we talk about today are important, give you some informations, good informations. And next meeting we are going to talking about describe the crew roles. As I tell you, one of the second engineer and second officer roles is to give orientations to the new member, and we're talking about the all crew member rules on the vessel next week, and also about the routines activities that usually crew members do on vessel daily. Okay, thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you next week. Sekian video rekaman proses pembelajaran untuk mata kuliah Bahasa Inggris Maritim 1 pada program studi permesinan kapal Politeknik Pelayaran Banten. Semoga dengan adanya video ini bisa menjadi pertimbangan yang baik dalam proses penilaian sertifikasi dosen gelombang 1 tahun 2025. Akhir kata, saya mengucapkan terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.